Alright, let's go ahead and hop right into this one and go ahead and test out this FENG and see how good this light machine gun is going to be here in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies, and kind of just get a feel for how viable this gun is going to be whenever you're trying to survive in some of them later rounds and do some of them boss fights. So the idea we're going to do here is just see how good this gun is at taking out regular zombies, special zombies, and even the abominations, just to see how viable it can be into the later rounds, as we're trying to figure out what the best loadout weapon to use in the game is currently. So I'm going to go ahead and progress through a bunch of these earlier rounds because we know this gun's going to do amazing up until about round 8 or 9 whenever we do need to pack a punch, and then we're going to wait for that first mangler to spawn. So I'm going to go ahead and get through these rounds here really quick, and then we will pick it up whenever we get our first mangler. Alright, so we did go ahead and have our first mangler spawn. It is worth noting that we are at a blue rarity and single pack-a-punch. So let's see about how many bullets it takes to take out this mangler here at round 11 whenever we are at single pack-a-punch. So I'm going to go ahead and group these guys up a little bit, try to get them out of the way just so I can prioritize the mangler here really quick. Actually, you know what? We'll go ahead and take these guys out, and we'll just be able to see how this gun does currently against a regular group of zombies right now, which I assume is going to have absolutely no issue. This gun did really good, not even pack-a-punch. I did not struggle at all to get to round 10, and as you guys can see, it just absolutely mows through the zombies. It's very easy to control and manage, which makes it very easy to use, which is something that I really like to see for an LMG. So we did go ahead and get rid of a bunch of those zombies there. And now let's just see how many bullets it takes, and boom, we took him out in about 10 or 15 bullets, which is actually crazy here for an LMG, and why I believe this is currently the best LMG to use here in Call of Duty Black Ops 6 Zombies, and something you guys are definitely going to want to go ahead and try out. So I'm going to continue to progress through some of these rounds, level up the gun a little bit more, get it to purple rarity, double pack-a-punch, and then we will see how this gun does against a mega abomination. Alright, made it to round 15, got this up to a purple rarity, and now we had our first mega abomination spawn, so it's going to be a perfect time to see how this gun does against one of the biggest zombies in the game currently. So one of the things that I really like about this gun is it does have significant damage, and then it really is so easy to control, which makes it very easy to shoot like the eye mouth thing on these mega abominations, and then you can take them out extremely easily like you see me do right there. So we'll go ahead and finish this up, get another group of zombies, because like I said, we are up to round 15, the difficulty is a little bit higher now, and we'll just see how easy and how good this gun is at taking out a large group of zombies, see if we can do it in just one clip, which is always going to be the goal whenever you are utilizing an LMG. So we've got a big group of them over here, going to get them down this large pathway, and then we are just going to let loose. So the one thing that we can see right here is we are getting just a little over 1,000 damage for every headshot we are hitting, and for a gun that's only single pack-a-punch, that is extremely good and definitely one of the best damages in its class currently. So I'm really eager to see what that damage is going to look like once we do get it to a gold rarity and triple pack-a-punch. So we'll go ahead and continue just progressing through these rounds. I'll wait until I have the gun leveled up just a little bit more, and then I'll show you guys how it does once we get into round 20 against the manglers and abominations there. Alright, went ahead and we made it to round 20, got the gun double pack-a-punch. It's still at a purple rarity, and let's see how quickly we can take out this mangler. So we did it right there in exactly 19 bullets, which is really good for this part of the game. The manglers are a little bit more powerful at this point, so this gun is still very much holding its own and is looking like it's going to be extremely viable into higher rounds. And as you can see right there, it's still doing everything it needs to do to just mow through a horde of zombies. And we still don't have it at the max rarity we can get, and also do not have this at triple pack-a-punch. We're getting about 2,700 damage with every single headshot we're getting right now. And keep in mind, we are utilizing Deadhead, so we are getting that headshot multiplier with Deadshot Daiquiri activated. But this gun still is doing great, and so far is going to be viable into some of them higher rounds. So now we'll go ahead and wait for an abomination, and again, just try to level up this gun and see, again, how viable it's going to be the longer we get into this game. We made it to round 26, and now we have the gun triple pack-a-punch and at a gold rarity, and let's see how it does against this abomination here. So, I mean, even with just one bullet right there, you seen it did go ahead and get past phase 1 of the quote-unquote special or elite zombie. And then the other thing that you guys do want to take note of here is that with headshots currently, we are getting about 7,200 damage, which is the best in-class damage for an LMG by a long shot. which is why it is definitely the best go-to LMG to use currently, and going to be a gun that's going to be very good, just kind of at some of them higher rounds, going to be a good loadout weapon to utilize while you're waiting to get that wonder weapon, and just be good for a backup to a wonder weapon whenever you are in some of those boss fights. So we'll go ahead and group up a big group of these guys right here, because we are at round 26. It's a little bit higher of a difficulty. I actually won't grab that insta-kill just because I feel like it wouldn't be fair. And then I'll go ahead and step out here, and then we are going to mow through these zombies with ease, and we're going to do it in just one clip, which is just going to show you guys how good this gun is at training up zombies and then cleaning up a horde. So we just shot there, and then we got rid of that with just 100 bullets, so we didn't even need our entire magazine in order to take those guys out. Let's go ahead though and see real quick this round. Hopefully a mangler will spawn here really quick, because I do want to go ahead and see how quick it can kill a mangler, and what I mean by that is just how many bullets can it still do it in under 50 here at this round, which would be absolutely amazing for this weapon. Gonna go ahead and just look on the map a little bit. Boom, we did have one just spawn over here. I'm gonna go ahead and pop my frenzied guard so I can prioritize him, and then get as many headshots as we can, and did it in, I want to say that was about 30 bullets, which is exactly what we wanted to see. Go ahead and clean up a bunch of these zombies here too, just because, I mean, this gun is going to be very good for you guys, something you guys are definitely going to want to try out. We do have another mangler down there, so I'm going to try to clear up this big group of them and see if we can't take him out here really quick. So now, for sure, I'm going to get an accurate count, and we did it in exactly 26 bullets right there. So for round 27, eliminating a mangler with an automatic weapon in just 26 bullets is absolutely crazy, just because of how annoying the manglers are on some of these maps, how common they are to spawn. So this weapon being as good as it is at taking them out and doing it extremely fast is going to be extremely useful, and a weapon you're going to want in your arsenal. So let me go ahead and get to round 31, put my final thoughts together, and then go ahead and exfil. Alright, and we're going to go ahead and exfil, and my primary takeaways for this weapon is that it is absolutely amazing and by far the best LMG you can currently use in the game, just because the overall handling is extremely good with this weapon. Its ability to take down special and elite zombies is amazing, and then it has the best in-class damage. A few things that I do want to take note of though is that, again, the mobility is alright at the end of the day, but this is an LMG, so the mobility isn't going to be great. You wouldn't expect it to be great just because of the fact that it is an LMG. You are going to be a little bit slower as compared to an SMG or an assault rifle. And then the other thing that I did want to mention is the fire rate is really slow, which I think I have a love-hate relationship with. I like that it shoots a little bit slower, making it just a little bit easier to control. But at the same time, I do wish it shot a little bit faster just to help you take out zombies a little bit quicker. So I may consider throwing on rapid fire. I did not have it unlocked, so it's not what I'm using currently. But outside of that, I think this gun is going to be amazing. It's going to be very good as just a backup to a wonder weapon, or even for somebody who is just hopping on for fun and just wanting to utilize a very good gun. This gun is going to be something you guys are definitely going to want to try out. And of course, it's what they did bring out here in Season 2. So make sure you guys go ahead and do level up this Battle Pass and go ahead and get this weapon unlocked, because it's really good and I don't think you guys are going to regret it. But let me go ahead and show you guys the class setup that I was using for the gun right now. And this is a class setup you were seeing me use on the FENG. So for the optic, it is going to come down to personal preference. So I was using the Kepler red dot. For the muzzle, you're obviously going to want to utilize the suppressor to get the extra salvage drop. For the barrel, I really do recommend throwing on the short barrel. It's really going to help with the overall mobility of the weapon and make it not so sluggish. But if you guys don't want to utilize this, you can always throw on the reinforced barrel, which is going to be very good for damage range and bullet velocity. The underbarrel, I was utilizing the vertical foregrip just because this gun does have some pretty significant recoil. But if you wanted, you could also throw on the Ranger foregrip to help with the overall mobility, but I was liking the vertical myself. For the magazine, go ahead and throw on the extended mag 2 just so you can get a little bit ammunition in the weapon. For the rear grip, throw on the ergonomic grip. Again, this is going to help with the overall mobility of the weapon. And similarly for the stock, you're going to want to utilize the infiltrator stock. You could also use the no stock if you wanted, but I feel like it made it very hard to control, so I didn't really like the no stock option. Infiltrator is by far the best in my opinion here in zombies. And then finally for the fire mod, in the video I was utilizing overpressured, but that's because I did not have rapid fire unlocked at that time. I would probably throw on rapid fire if I was to rebuild this again, but I think either of these is going to be very good and they're not going to let you guys down. But yeah, guys, that is going to go ahead and do it for the video. If you did find this video useful or entertaining, please let me know by dropping a like, leaving a comment down below telling me what your favorite light machine gun is, and hitting that subscribe button so that you guys never miss another upload. And with that, I'll catch you guys all in the next one.